what if we took the idea of Amazon and got the vendors on there? This is the opposite way that Amazon was built. It's got something for everyone. You list your products, you decide how much money that you're going to price it at. Your content can go worldwide. Your courses can go worldwide. Your ebook can go worldwide, not just through your team, through the whole Shoply channel. Let's talk about what we are. We are let's pull this down for just a second. We are a social commerce company or a live commerce company. Social commerce, live commerce. We often talk about if Amazon, TikTok, and the world of direct sales network marketing all came together and it had a baby, it would be called Shoply. And this has been said behind closed doors for way more than 120 days, but it's absolutely been said since our whisper started on July 1st. We were talking about, hey, we are these three worlds colliding. If Amazon, TikTok, the world of direct sales network marketing all smashed together, its name would be Shoply. So let's take a look at these so you can kind of get a macro view of what does that mean? You know, what is Shoply? What industries are we tapping into? What are we trying to achieve and accomplish? So let's take a look at Amazon first. Thank you so much, Stace, for your patience on that. Started in '94. It sold books. It took 3 years before it even entered into a second product. So the Amazon you see today took 3 years before it even had a second product, right? So remember, we are 40 days into vendors. 3 years, it added a second product. Next slide, please. What else do we want to talk about? Well, let's talk about TikTok for a moment. TikTok was first Musical.ly, 2014. That tech platform joined the forces with another company and became TikTok in 2017. That merger, TikTok started in 2017, and that merger happened in 2018. I bet you many of you think that TikTok is only a couple of years old. It's almost 7 years old, but it's actually the original platform is almost 10 years old, right? So we got to put this into context. Shoply, 120-day whisper, 70 days to an influencer pro, 40 days from a vendor. Our website, 40 days old. So, hey, where are we at? What's this looking like? Like that's the stuff that we're putting into context and bringing people into reality of where we're going, but also where we are today. Next slide, please. Well, here's a really important report that hit. Stacey, I know you love it when I drop things on you last minute, but if you want to throw the Accenture link, I'm going to pull data for you guys. I'm going to quote a couple quotes here and then show you an image from an Accenture.com report on the topic of social selling or social commerce. And this is not going to Amazon.com and buying, right? We have shifted our buying habits from buying from a website to buying from Facebook ads or Google AdWords, which leads us to a website, to today, Amazon, which is 55% of all US searches, no longer start in Google, they start in Amazon. And now that is transitioning to a new type of selling. Our conversation is a new type of selling. We are not a shopping mall experience. We're not even an Amazon.com experience. With a combination of three worlds coming into one, we are the integration of social experiences and e-commerce transactions in a single path to purchase enabled by a platform. That's a very technical term from Accenture. Accenture's a $250 billion consulting company. They know what they're talking about. But here's the thing I want you to see. Social commerce will be $1 trillion next year. Next year. Soccer moms promoting products on TikTok, Facebook Lives, Instagram Lives, on their social media platforms will sell $1 trillion with the products next year. What piece of that trillion are you going to capture? Guys, I remember when I started in this industry 20-something years ago, $1 trillion was like this far off thing, like, you know, the next $1 trillion wave, the wellness industry, this book by Paul Zane Pilsner, The $1 trillion Wave. Well, now the wellness industry is probably several trillion. I don't even know off the top of my head. But that was like this huge vision that one day, maybe someday, possibly all of wellness would be $1 trillion. Many of you have never even heard the term social commerce. It'll be $1 trillion next year. We're positioned right in the middle of that bad boy. Next slide. Okay, here is an eyesore that for those of you who are left brain, this is for you. For those of you guys that are right brain, just draw pretty pictures in your mind for a couple minutes. You just check out for a second. Left brain people, check this out. Okay, here's what we're doing. There's users, AKA people. Did I do that? I don't think I did that. Can you go back, please? Okay. Let me, I'm gonna draw on this. Okay, there's users. These users, boop, there we go. These users right here are human beings that have social media pages, accounts. Anybody with a social media account is a user. So that's everybody on Facebook, that's everybody on TikTok, everybody on LinkedIn, everybody on, you get the idea, Snapchat, all of it. Now, there's influencers, there's creators, and there's resellers. We are focused on these two. You, for us, are these two. You don't want to be just a user. A user equals a consumer. A consumer doesn't make money. A consumer goes broke spending money. Whose little blue dot is that following everything I do? Is that me? Okay, that's me. Okay. Users equal consumers. They don't make money, they spend money. What we're doing is we're utilizing your gifts and strengths to bring us brands using third-party commerce enablers to go to our platform. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. We did not develop this image. This image is an image created by Accenture to explain social commerce. It's exactly what we're doing. We need to bring these users through you to our small brands, to our platform. Everybody makes money. That's the goal here. And I hope for those of you guys that are left brain, that they're like you probably just had this giant aha moment. Okay, let's go ahead and let me erase all, close, throw everything in the trash. Next slide, please. Clear all my drawings. Boom. Okay. Now, there's still people today that are listening to me going, I don't believe it. It's not going to happen. It's not going to work. People aren't going to, I'm never going to buy off some goofball on their Facebook profile. I get it. By the way, you sound like your parents when the idea of the internet started, when they said, I'll never put my credit card on the internet. Anybody that says I'll never buy from somebody going live sounds like their parents when they said I'll never buy, I'll put my credit card on the internet. So here's where, if you're logical, I just want to speak to the logical person for a moment. The logical person who's the skeptic, this is for you. The second most valuable company in the world, named Amazon, was losing so much market share to social commerce. They said, if we can't beat them, join them. And they partnered with TikTok, and they partnered, boom. They partnered with TikTok, and they partnered with Pinterest. The biggest announcement that Amazon has made in 2025 is their partnership with TikTok and their partnership with Pinterest, because they are losing market share to social commerce. So it doesn't matter if any of us think that this is a good or bad idea. It's a done deal. Like when it first was announced that Amazon was partnering with TikTok, for 2 seconds, my heart sunk and I said, oh, you know what? Oh, poop. And then immediately I celebrated. I was like, wait a second. This means every time I talk about what we do, anyone that wants to object to me about how smart they are, it's irrelevant. They're not smarter than the analysts at Amazon, and Amazon has $1.8 trillion to back up their decisions, and they just announced they're partnering with TikTok because they want all of those, people that are going live talking about products. They want to be the ones that ship the products, right? Well, so do we. And we don't have to beat Amazon to make 100 millionaires, 200 millionaires, 500 millionaires out of people that want to be significant players in the companies that we're building. Next slide. Okay, here's a Chinese TikToker. Sorry for the image because it's pixelated. She sold $14 million in 7 days, promoting products for 3 seconds at a time. She sold $14 million in 7 days. Do you know how hard it is to sell $14 million of stuff in 7 days? My biggest month ever in the history of sales was $66 million in sales in 1 month. 14 million is about 60 million almost in a month. 14 million in a week is about 60 million in a month. It took me 117,000 active salespeople in 19 countries to do it. It took her and her cell phone. No, I didn't freeze. I froze. But the computer didn't freeze. One woman on path to do 60 million in sales with her and her cell phone. This is brilliant. This is genius. Like, who would object to that? Like, next slide, check this out. This lady over here, Stormy Steele on the right, sold $1 million in a single day. That's $30 million run rate. This dude right here, I don't even know how to say that. There's so many letters going on there that I can't understand. Lee Jiaqui, this guy sold $1.5 billion in 12 hours. $1.5 billion in 12 hours. Rod Larson, what's the market cap of the largest direct sales network marketing company in the world right now, approximately?
Market cap 10.8, something like that.
You could be right. I think it's, well, maybe I'm thinking sales. I'm going to say 8.5.
Could be.
I'm going to say 8.5, but let's say it's 10. This dude did $1.7 billion in sales in 12 hours. Our largest company in our industry does 8 to 10 in a year.
Mm-hmm.
Is anyone still want to talk about how you think this won't work? Because that ship has sailed. That ship is right out here outside my window is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 giant cruise ships. Right now, any of you guys are like, that will never work. That cruise ship is all the way down in Aruba from Miami. It's not even left port. It's so many like countries away from port. That ship has sailed. This is real. It's happening. Get your piece. Next slide. Okay. On the left, year 29, Amazon. On the right, day 70, Shoply. I had some people that were like, well, your website this, your website that, and I can't send anybody that. I'm like, well, first of all, we're live commerce. So I don't know why you'd send anybody to Shoply.com that you want to buy something, because we're not a shopping mall experience. What you do is you pick a product like you see right here, and you send the product, or you talk about the product, or you share the product. Live commerce and social commerce is no longer talking about a store, or even definitely not talking about a shopping mall, right? It's about picking a product that you love and enjoy, or you're curious about, or that you want to review, or that you're even critical about, talking about that product and driving people to that link. I don't know about you. Stacy, how many days was year 29? Was it 10,900 or something like that?
10,585, I think.
How do you know that stuff? So 10,500 days on the left, 70 days on the right. Any questions? I'm pretty damn proud about that. I'm pretty proud that when we send somebody to a product on day 70, it looks almost exactly like day 10,500 on the left. All we need to do is scale. The only thing they have there is I think it shows like something on the right. This actually shows their shop cart there on the right, and we don't show the shop cart. I mean, that's about it. So gang, we're doing pretty well. Hit the slide. Okay, day 70 for us. This is what it looks like if you go to Shoply.com because, hey, we only got 20 vendors so far. Well, why? Because we're only on day 70, but we're only actually on day 40 of vendors. So it's actually day 40. I misquoted that when I had you create this, Stacy. Day 40 on the left, day 40 on the right. That's Amazon.com, day 40. That's Shoply.com, day 40. So that's context, everybody. Are we content where we're at? Absolutely not. Are we happy with where we're at in context to, what's going on out there? Yes. But here's my question to you. That's day 40. What does day 90 look like? What does day 180 look like? Day 180 is when we have always quoted as launch, April.